Alright, what's up everybody? This is your favorite homeboy, and today we're going to do a walkthrough of a new rental home that we're just taking over for the first time. So stick around for this video if you want to know what we look at and the things we are going to be recommending to the owner, because we're seeing this house for the first time. It's located in Alexandria, Virginia, just a few streets over from King Street. So if you've ever been to Alexandria, King Street is the place to be. So it's just a couple streets over from King Street. It's a really cool property. You can see it behind me. It is basically one townhouse owned by one owner, but it's split into two units, the upstairs unit and the downstairs unit, and he's been using it as an Airbnb. But the downstairs unit we're going to convert to a long-term rental. So we're taking over the long-term rental, and eventually we'll convert the upstairs to a long-term rental as well. So let me take you through it piece by piece, and you can kind of get an idea of what we look for. The first thing we're looking at is the landscaping. We just want to make sure there's nothing dead and there's nothing that needs to be trimmed up, pulled up, or whatnot. Now, we are in the dead of winter time, so we're going to have to take that into consideration. But as I look around, I do see that there's some dead trees, but it could just be coming back in the spring. So we're not going to probably do anything too massive right now. Maybe just make sure everything's nice and trimmed up. So let's walk up to the front entry. The other thing we look for is just making sure that the rails for the entryway are secure. There's no rust showing. Make sure it looks nice. The steps are fine. A little bit of crumbling down there on the bottom, but otherwise everything looks fine. Also the paint. You want to make sure that the paint isn't flaking. There's no rotten wood or anything like that. And as far as I can tell, you know, the doorway, the paint, everything looks pretty solid. All right, so let's come on in. It's got that customary blue Airbnb door, kind of trendy feel to it, right? Hello. This is a small unit actually, as you'll notice. It's just a one bedroom, but we got a really cute living room, and one of the things I'm looking at would be just kind of like the floors, looking at the paint. Everything looks good. You don't have to really repaint a home when you put it on the market. If the paint looks fine, it doesn't have to be a fresh coat. Again, this is a rental, not a sale, so you don't have to get it to like spiffy. Just kind of like spiffy -1. But it looks great, and it wouldn't detract from any type of renter coming in here. It's really cute, typical Alexandria small townhouse feel. The wood floors are real charming and look beautiful. So, you know, this is the living room. It looks really nice. I don't see anything that I would change here. You can step with me into the bathroom. We'll check the bathroom out. Look at a couple things here. A couple things I'm looking at in the bathroom are, for one, the toilet. I want to make sure that the toilet has guts that are not old and need to be replaced. And we're also checking the water supply line, just making sure it's a rubber, and not a rubber valve, but a steel braided valve. And it is a steel braided valve, so we're good to go there too. In the bathtub shower, I'm just looking for caulk, making sure that the caulk has clean lines. It's not like been double caulked over or is looking nice and, you know, real grungy. So I'm looking at the caulk. There are some areas here that look kind of grungy, so we'll probably recaulk this. Make sure everything's basically operational and fine. Now the handyman is going to come through here, and on his list, he's going to check all the appliances. He's going to run everything. So even though I do it, I know he's going to follow up and do it right after me. Normally, I'll probably check everything so that we have enough time to replace things. I don't have to wait for him to come over. But because the owner has a lot of familiarity with this place, and he's been renting out as an Airbnb, for the most part, everything's going to be working fine. So I'm not going to do a real deep dive into that. Other than that, the grout, the caulk, everything looks fine here. This is a very well taken care of little townhome here, so I'm not going to recommend us to do anything. So nice dining space. You can see this dining space here. Really nice kitchen area is right next to it, and you know, all the appliances, making sure they all work. Oh, there goes one. There goes 2, 3, 4. Now you just gotta leave it on for a little bit, maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's not state of the art, but everything's functional. So as is fine. Everything here. Let's Actually, let's go downstairs and then we'll head out back. Downstairs is the bedroom. It's just, that's all there is. It's just the bedroom down here. Really cool. He's got some exposed rafters in the ceiling here, and just a good sized bedroom. You can probably put a king bed in here. It is in the basement, but you do have some windows, so you got some good lighting. Again, walls are clean. I'm looking at the flooring and the walls, and everything looks very clean, very good. This is pretty much turnkey. Even with furniture, it's very turnkey. So all it really needs is kind of like a deep dive with our handyman checklist. Maybe the front, it could use some work, but being in the winter time, we'll probably overlook some of that. Nothing really here. Oh, look at this secret closet. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Got a little treasure in here. I was wondering where the washer dryer was. Okay. Nice Miele. It's a good brand. Kenmore washer, dryer. The other thing we look for on the handyman checklist are these supply valves. So supply valves for the toilet, also supply valves for the washer. We want to make sure these are steel braided. I have a friend in the water restoration business, and these things give him a lot of business because they bust out unknowingly and you get all this water in your house. So we're here in the utility room slash storage slash laundry room here. It is 2 units, that's why there's 2 washers. We're going to take pictures of every major appliance. We're going to take a picture of when it was, the model number and the year it was manufactured. That way, if it's like close to the end of the life, then we could proactively get an estimate on it. So let's see, this one here, manufactured 2005, 16 years old. That means it's like a grandpa, and it can go out soon. So why wait for an emergency to happen? Either proactively replace it now and avert a disaster, or get an estimate on replacement. So when disaster happens, the owner's already pre-approved an estimate for replacement, and you've already like jump-started the whole process. So that's one of our secrets. We're starting to do that on every home now. So we're going to take a picture of this and that, because I have no idea which one goes to this unit here. This is a weird HVAC system. Wow, looks pretty like steampunk. Definitely it's propane, right, with this rigid pipe going in there. Definitely taking a picture of that. Looks funky, looks old, and maybe even get it serviced. If these things haven't been serviced in a while, I'd probably get these serviced too. The rest is just storage. I think this has to do with the well. No, it says wheel. So there's no well, it says wheel. I'm not sure what this is because there is an HVAC unit over here too. Let me check this out. So this is the HVAC unit. So we'll probably take a picture of both. It looks like it has one of these expansion tanks on it. So it's kind of like one of those like water boiler type things, because some of these old places, they have for heat, they have those radiators. So I'm thinking it's probably related to that, like one of those oil radiator type things. We don't see too many of that. We don't manage too many older homes like this. Let's step out into the back. All right, so we're out here in the back. Watch your head. All right, so we're coming out here in the back. This is really cool. I like how they have these kind of like plumbing things for handrails. It's a little wobbly, but I think it's still cool. It's screwed into the concrete there, so I think we're still solid. Man, this is a beautiful backyard. I almost feel like this is like more of a marketing video than a walkthrough video, but there is literally nothing I would change here. You got the grill for the guests upstairs and the guests downstairs. You know, I don't know what is the upstairs unit, what's the downstairs unit. I'm assuming this is just a shared area, but as you can see, it's just beautiful out here. Nothing I would change. What I'm looking for is stuff more like safety related or something that's not functional. Everything seems to be functioning really well. All the staircases are solid. Let's come back in here through the, this leads us to the kitchen. And that's pretty much it, guys. You know, the only thing we need to do here is put a smart lock on the front door. One of the reasons why we use a smart lock is so that we don't have to use locksmiths anymore. And send a handyman here to do a quick once-over and check all the appliances, kind of do a deep dive. We're going to take some photos of all the manufacturing stickers of all the major appliances, and then send our recommendation to the owner. My only recommendation is probably going to be get the handyman checklist done, which is going to replace some of those rubber supply valves and exchange them for metal supply valves, and then do some of that caulking and probably get some estimates and some servicing on the major units. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the walkthrough of this home, and if you have any questions, feel free to put that in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos regarding real estate or travel or vacation rentals, which combines the best of both of them. All right, this is your favorite homeboy signing out.